What are you? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare...
I did not come here with the intention of defying...
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King.
Isn't that what you were looking for?
Yes, but I am not. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise, or will you give me the...
Dertere is a great warrior. If she reigns, and with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem and the people of your isle, think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen.
I have come here looking for this crown, because I need the help. I must meet Enon Milfrichtem to ask him...
Are you sure that they are your... Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But if you give me the crown, I will open... You may speak to Enon Milfrichtem.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen. What will...
You have already shown to all that you are not like the other Renaigse. Teofradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monisana. They will go and pillage.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself of...
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And also, you are Onal Manawi. You are bonded to...
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the...
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the... Too bad. You leave... I have come to take that crown. And I...
Found the close to his richnet.
Enough. I accept. Take this crown. I am not worthy to win.
So it seems indeed. We will meet again at Dorhad Genadu. And... Concerning the crown.
Well, you carry in your hands the hopes of an entire... The one who wears it will be elected. Have you changed your mind? Or do you seek to...
I'm not here to humiliate, but I must be assured that the one who is elected will help me.
I have already promised you this. And you know that once I am queen, The choice is yours.
I need to think some more. It's an important...
This is true. Unless you're only... But be wary. It will not be long before...
I went into the tomb. I found the ancient crown.
And so, you entered into one of our most... This relic is venerable.
Yes, I do.
I have pledged my honor to help you, and my words are true. You know that I work for a tempering ops, but the decision is yours.
I need to think some more.
Do not be sorry. You are right to take the time to think this through. But the council will unite us.
I went into the tomb.
And now you count on you?
Yes. I need...
I already promised. Do you wish that your people...
I need to think a little.
I understand. It is a decision that will change the face of Teofradi. But do not wait for too long. The council will soon meet.
Have you made?
Take it. I trust you. In your wisdom, may we be...
The council has begun. It is time for me to... Thank you for choosing me. I will do all in my power. You have my promise.
Congratulations, Dungus. I'm certain that you will be a And now, are you ready to keep your promise and take me to...
You are burning with the impatience of youth. But according to tradition, without the blessing of Teofradi, my title is nothing but fret not. How could I be called wise if I went back on the promise I made? Meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days, and I will...
Thank you, Dungus.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enon Milfricht, but we don't have to stay here and do nothing. We do.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you.
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks of...
Really?
So, what? The city and its outposts were continuously being... These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely...
This is the same creature which High King Vinbard...
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't... It was calling the animals around it and it seemed like it was transferring its disease. I have never seen anything... And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation.
Of course. Don't tell me that a guardian was...
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attack... And yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by this... That time it was a Nardai Glenderman. But it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating...
So, it would be some kind of epidemic? I don't see what we can do. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done. By eliminating...
Perhaps. But I'm certain there's more to... These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion. Which requires...
You're exaggerating, dear cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that...
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want... Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly... And we have other reasons to be... Another epidemic, one that concerns us... You should try to meet this Enon Milfricterman, who is...
It is true. And I'm taking care of it now. But be vigilant, will you?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure not... Is there anything you would like to...
Any news of your parent?
No. My father's... As for my mother, she's probably too...
I must take my...
Take care, and come back.
Constantine. My dear. I must take my...
Take care, and come back.
Constantine. My dear. I must take my...
Take care, and come back.
Constantine. My dear. You told me that during the...
It's true. I could...
You still...
Yes. The first time.
The first time?
The first time it happened.
I must take my...
Take care, and come back.
There you are, Kara.
How was the encounter?
Enon Milfricterman welcomed me like a mother, or you will have to meditate on everything he told me. And think, but now he's waiting for you. Or once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right-hand path. Those who let doubt take hold of them and turn back, risk out kwa aulemse.
was taken has returned. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of I am he they call en on mir Frichtinen. I have followed each of
I hail you, Enon Mil Frichtemen.
a cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves. If they could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands. He spreads it to save his own life. He stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad. Because he draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger.
I don't understand. Who are you?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure any.
That's impossible.
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without it. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all. Flee, or you will be their victim.
Desade, I'm happy to... Can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Karant, do you need some?
I must leave you.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the... Is everything all right? Did you manage to get the...
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way... It's actually some kind of... And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that...
Words that come from the heart of the island carry with them a wisdom, which, if you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance.
Thank you, Dunkus. I suppose
You haven't told me everything, have you? There appears to be a storm.
It is true. But it is something I must...
I see. Do not hesitate to come and find me if I can help you.
Goodbye. Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you.
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able...
How marvelous!
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only
I remember you saying that Vimbar's dead. How did you fix this?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old... Tell me, who did you...
Duncus. He's the king of the village of Vigyigador.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice.
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret... What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and...
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree.
Fascinating. And I thought the gods were all... Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that...
No. According to him, we are responsible by exploiting the earth so much. And the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible.
So he says that the earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. He also said that by healing the earth, we would...
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism.
Yes. Something rather... He talked about you. He said his existence was...
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never heard... Unlike our neighbours, I have never abducted or tried...
I don't think that's what he was referring...
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know...
Yes, I do.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our... By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably... Do you realise that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, dear cousin.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small purse. Don't be concerned. There's absolute... Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed. See you later.
But why would he leave like... God, do you know where my...
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness...
You are one of his bodyguard.
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to...
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time?
I'm sorry.
You better tell me everything.
But I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behaviour has been very... He sleeps very little. And goes out alone.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be...
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not...
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go...
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know,
Where could he go outside?
I've no idea. We saw him going north.
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you... You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused, But Constantine is not just my governor. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once. So, if you know any...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I hope you find His Highness and manage to...
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing?
Ever since he became Onol Manawi, he has become...
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Mielfri... Let's rummage through his papers.
It can't be easy to discover that you could, but... Can't let him kill these people simply because he's a... You've no magic here!
May the trees on your road always...
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would...
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do... I'm looking for a young man, a Renaigse. But he looked...
Someone like...
in some ways. But his marks are different.
He's talking about the crazy...
Indeed, that might be him. Do you...
No, we see him passing by around nightfall.
He walks along the path. Often follow.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who said... Do you have any idea how I could figure out...
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by.
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you can hide there. And from up there you will be able to see.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden.
Be prudent, Onol.
You're very isolated here. Why live so...
It's a long story. Matir.
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the... As I had broken my engagement, we...
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this...
There. Now you know the... Do you want to know anything?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalemsi.
Do you want to know anything?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalemsi.
Do you want to know?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalemsi.
Do you want to know?
You're very isolated.
It's a...
When I was young, as I had...
So...
There. Do you...
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalemsi.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see...
Look, he's...
Constantine, what? Cousin! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to, but whatever power we earn, there is some...
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what...
I see monsters to you. I am well aware of that. But I promised you, then you will understand. You will see. The temptation. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much, but I still have more to do. Forgive me. Hold them back. But do not kill him.
Constantine, come back. Is the only...
Flesh of my help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary. You must kill him.
It is mad.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no stop him. Flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left.
I still can't believe...
I understand what you feel. I have but Enon Milfrichtenman never lies.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plan. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes.
Your cousin's insane, but he's not an idiot. He must have warned us.
You're right. We'll need to be...
Being careful will not be enough.
It's true that at the rate he's gathering his creatures, the natives will likely help us. And we should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her and of course we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal. What an absurd project. On the but not here. On an island where everything is possible. Let us go. We need to put it... Your Eminence,
Sir de Sardet.
Do you remember I thought that someone...
Yes, you thought that this...
And I was right.
You're hesitating.
Indeed. As the...
Does this mean that the and thanks to which obscure alliance...
Constantine acted alone. And as for the way he manipulated these creatures...
Absolutely. And it is said that... Are you telling me that your cousin has made a...
Something like that. He was cured by a Donegad of the island, but the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, thus gaining control over the Guardians who were
But why attack us? Did his madness make him...
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island, and I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. I will go and find the other factions, of course. But having a common enemy should help us forget all the difference...
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon... But you have helped us several times, and I trust you can count on our help. My men will...
Thank you, Your Eminence. Thanks to your wisdom. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. Goodbye. May the enlightened come closer.
What brings you here, Onoma?
I came to ask for your help in stopping my... Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange
Yes, Darren sent a messenger.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used... But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started... He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack the...
What you're telling me is terrifying. Katasak Handevosh, your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming.
Indeed. Enon Mil Frichteman warned me that Constantine was now target. I cannot fight him alone. I already convinced some other factions to support us. But I also... Because we must all stand together to stop the threat that it...
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island and the call of Enon Mil Frichteman cannot... We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it...
Thank you, Duncan.
Don't thank me. You managed to earn my people's trust. And may the earth support each of your steps.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he...
He's a sage among sages, even amongst the Donegada. I think he already knew what was happening, even...
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Tearfredi... Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose
an alliance?
Again. You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also Sam...
Of course. You told me the different Guardian.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you.
Surely you jest. Do you know how many men have died during...
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousins... Then there was a ritual and his capture. And he has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island. He is fighting a war against everyone. And it now appears he is preparing to attack the volcano sanctuary, and it is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious... I believed you sincere, de Sade, which does not, but no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin.
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need it.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable service, and since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished...
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved. I have to go. Look forward to...
Farewell, my lord.
Your Excellency.
Lord, and to what...
I have to go.
Farewell, my lord.
De Sade, what?
I have come to ask for your help. My cousin has been plunged into madness. And he apparently he took control of many creatures by reenacting ritual, and now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, he's not looking for political influence. He desires power.
I see. It's a decent argument.
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I already have the support of other factions. But I was hoping
You're one of ours, Desarde. Of course we will fight.
Thank you, Admiral.
Godspeed, Desarde.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to have you seen any... Thank you for your visit. Come closer, good people.
Ah, Your Excellency, I'm glad to see you. It seems there has been... The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained of some... And a customs sergeant who is seizing his ship. Clearly, neither we nor the palace gave...
You suspect that these seizures are being used to...
It's the only logical...
And you wonder if Egon is involved? Very... No, thank... Hello, Commander.
Lord Desarde, how can I be of service?
I have come to ask for your...
I'm at your service, Your Excellency.
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the islanders.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask...
Creatures, in great numbers.
I beg your pardon.
As your men must have told you, he has changed ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds...
I have indeed heard reports of the governor's... Since he is our employer, I asked my men, but thanks to your help, we avoided dishonour. If you're telling me that we are in danger and that we need to go to the...
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
You seem to know Kurtwa?
If you're expecting it to...
Don't say such silly... We have known each other. I think we've a mercenary guild. Some would tell perhaps that's true, but I do not. Anything else?
I have to go.
I also have a lot to do. Until now.
What can I pour for it?
Give me a bottle of your best.
There you go. What can I pour for it?
Manfred, the quartermaster of the barracks, told me about...
And he sends you? I didn't think a legate would act in person, but it's nice to see that. I'll explain. Alcohol has been scarce in youth. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that they're no... I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned.
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check. And now they tell me that they can't return my goods. Can you believe it? If even customs are getting robbed.
Huh. This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry. I'll go and see...
Hello, Your Excellency. Please express my most sincere admiration to your cousin.
Customs Officer Alric.
Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant. I've been told of some issues with customs. I would like to...
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
I was told that a shipment from the continent bound for the tavern had been...
Yes, it's... We seize cargoes sometimes to verify that all...
Randomly, without a prior...
No, I don't know. Perhaps we received a...
I suppose all entries are noted in...
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job.
I was informed that customs was...
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Someone even... Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but...
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps because of... Then that same cargo was stolen from you, along with...
Exactly.
You are either the worst customs officer I've met...
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. It's true. In fact, it was late and... counting the crates would have taken me. In the meantime, the goods were stolen. It's on...
You haven't even informed the authorities of this robbery. This is all... So I think it's necessary to conduct this
Please, Your...
I'm sure the contents of this chest would be... Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we could find the key that...
So, were you satisfied with your...
Look at this.
You work for Egon. Have you come? Well, you can tell him that I didn't say...
In fact, you just did. So you are a...
No, you don't, but I am trapped. And it's been like I am forced to pull off all kinds of tricks.
Egon?
Yes, sir. Either I do what he says, or I lose my children. I've already paid off, and now I have no choice but to obey when he asks me to divert...
Could you help me identify?
I'd like to, but I've never met him. He gives me his instructions in writing.
I plan to put an end to this individual's activities. So I
hope you manage it, Your Excellency. Maybe you could come to the meeting.
Do you think he will come in person?
I don't know. This is the first time I've received... I fear he'll punish me for arousing the innkeeper's suspicions.
Very well, I will come. If only to avoid you paying...
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll meet you at the north...
No offense to our new friend. I'm not sure this I'd be surprised if he'd bother moving just to lecture a small...
Ah, there you are.
Yes, let's go.
We have a meeting next to the quarry. As we are early, we...
Perfect. I'll hide until the...
He will certainly not come alone. I beg you, don't wait.
Be confident. I won't have...
You should get in position. He'll be...
My friend, I'm so glad to see you. Because you...
Sir, let me explain. I wanted to do well.
Silence, fool. Not only have you been so clumsy with your handling, but in addition, you dared to plot with this legate. A noble. Do you no longer love your children, Alric? You want us to get...
No, Mr. Egon, I beg you. I didn't have a choice. The legate came for an inspection, but I didn't...
It's a shame, Alric. Egon loved you. But someone smarter. Get rid of him. I don't want to hear. As for me, I'm leaving for Hikmet. Try to be discreet.
We're committed to protect... If we're going to help him, we will probably lose...
Life,
Don't mention it. Alas, all this was useless.
I'm not sure that it's a person, Your Excellency. It may be the net. I don't know. But I will never be at peace and...
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. But how can I...
He said he was going back to Hikmet, which is where he's... I'm sorry. I have not been complete. I could have told you that earlier, but I knew that without your protection, the deliveries are sent to a dispensary outside the town. No doubt.
A dispensary? But what are they doing?
I'm not sure, Your Excellency. But you'll no doubt.
Well, at least the fright Egon gave Alric.
closer. Come closer.
These islanders...
On your way. There's nothing for... As for you, savage, if you're looking for something to drink...
What? How?
Sorry, but we're entering...
Oh yeah, we'll soon see it.
This is the man we saw at the quarry. Surrender. You are under...
What am I accused of?
You are a high-ranking member of a criminal organization that... And you did not hesitate to order a murder. So, the gallows await you. Unless you decide to reveal...
I won't say a word. I won't give you anyone.
If you really thought so, we would not... You will be taken to New Serene. Manfred will...
Hello, Your Excellence. What can I do for you?
Was the captain we arrested transfer...
Yes. And we began to question him. It appears that the governor tasked him with weakening the natives as much as possible. They were trying to poison the natives with alcohol, but they needed a lot to do it. Their entire...
Did you contact the governor?
Yes. He sent us a letter apologising, saying he didn't... His letter was accompanied by a letter of marque to compensate the merchants.
Which doesn't mean that he will abandon these Is there any news on Egon? We're no longer
Even though that name might refer to the organisation, someone must be leading it. Alas, for now, the captain doesn't want to tell us any more. So we're waiting for answers on that. I need your help in another...
I'm listening.
The Admiral sent us a furiously worded letter. One of their ships, they accused the San Mateus garrison. But I know Herbert is caught. I'm not saying that the Admiral is lying to us, but I don't... Whatever the case may be, the Admiral is threatening to refuse all... This will not only hurt the Guard, but also all the... We need someone diplomatic, able to piece this whole story together.
Yes. I will go see Admiral Cabral and try.
Oh, it's you, Onol Menawi. Come and see. Bertir to mad. Do you want to see? You will always be welcome.
Come closer, good people.
Desarde.
Manfred, the quartermaster was one of your ships hijacked.
The Trident and its crew were common. We will not let ourselves be threatened by these. I've already sent several of our warships to board the Trident. The guard.
I understand, Admiral. But Quartermaster, that's why he asked me to investigate. The guard never gave.
So these mercenaries do not even know how to manage. We will not deal with the guard until no more of these hireling thugs will set foot on my ships. The nobles.
I will, not only for the guard, but for all. I will do everything to find them.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet. The Admiral knows that we can't do anything with. By prohibiting them from transport, she is putting everyone at risk.
If only I could get my hands on the bunch of idiots who...
Hello, Glenda.
Birt Tirtomadonol Menawi. What?
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King, I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. And in truth, we do not have the choice.
No. It is all of Tirfredi and Enonmi. We have need of every able warrior. You need to prepare yourself as well. I feel.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will.
I have no doubt. Good luck.
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall. Can I do anything?
I must leave.
Qua awelamse.
Your Excellency, such elegance.
Good day, Your Excellency.
Surgical silly.
The Sade, my young student.
I found some notes which were... Indeed.
Oh, I will make sure. This research is fascinating. But some sheets... Can your old professor?
The mission you entrusted me with...
Very well. Good. You have traveled great distance. Keep doing what you're... Can your old...
Looking forward to seeing you again. So...
My dear child.
I'll see you later.
Take care.
Minister.
Your Excellency, how may I...
That'll be all.
Goodbye, Your
Minister.
How may
What exactly is your...
I am. It is... Would you...
That'll be all.
Goodbye, Your Ex...
Come closer, good people.
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note.
Move!
Constantine has marked several places. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the native. This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, what are you hoping to achieve with these?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against... Enon Mir Frichterman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is...
So much so that he's threatening Enon Mir Frichterman himself. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to, but we will also have to weaken him and break apart the
I don't know exactly how these things... And unless you do, we're gonna need help. How about Dunkus?
You're right. Let's go...
Greenblood, do you...
I must leave you.
What brings you here, Onoma?
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he...
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that...
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his...
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the... And with their help, we will heal the wound. However, to accomplish this, it is all...
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. The Guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an... The only way to break this bond is to have a guard. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from... Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from... However, you must be careful, because the Guardians corrupted by him...
Thank you, Dunk.
And thank you for wanting to... Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work.
Bertie!
seems Dunkus... Look! The plant seems to be growing. The Donegada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon. We can access the stone now. And plump. Look! The plant seems to be the Donegada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon.
How are you feeling, my child? What do you worry about?
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but...
A nicer way of saying he hasn't...
Indeed. I must stop Constantine. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also...
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old...
We will all be with you. After all, this can...
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically...
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving one... Now let's go. It'll be a shame if...
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced.
Constantine managed to get through.
Disarde, glad to see you. Sadly, he suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My manager... We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need...
Wait! There's a group of
May the Enlightened protect me.
on my blade.
I'll stay here with them.
He's right. We must help them stop.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows...
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the... And thank you too, Afra.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood.
And stop Constantine. I'd hate to...
In that case, thank you. And good...
There you are. I was starting to think that your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fight.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing. If Enon Milfrichtimen dies,
I'm well aware of that, but here come some more beasts.
Wait. I'll stay.
And I'll stay with her. One blade.
We need to prevent the beasts from following.
Yeah, we could use some help here.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Morid...
You see?
You should go now. And maybe Volcano...
Well...
There you are. Praise the enlightened.
Has already reached the heart. They are also trying to stop it.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can.
In that case, may the Enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no.
May the Enlightened protect me!
This time it's my turn.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get up.
Your help would be a blessing.
You see? You should go now, my child. Be careful.
Thank you, Petrus. Constantine! Restrain him!
for you. For us. So that...
This makes no sense.
Constant, you don't understand because you're still attached to this old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated. Perhaps I've seen death, cousin. And I understood my father's ruses just so he could... the political bowing and scraping to preserve. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing to send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new. And this new world is my gift to you. The immortal and benevolent.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others. All you have to do is to bind yourself here with me. And you won't regret it.
Who could have predicted, when my two young students, that they'd become the gods of Teofradi? That's certainly not me. So it seems that I, amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the Afra and Petrus, former rivals, they couldn't accept this treason from the... As for Vasco, he managed to run away, and rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofradi, but Ciora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried, but just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the exile from the island. All our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare. Each accused... The congregation is now on the verge of forming, and I have note the lives which haven't been taken by war will be... On Teofradi, the Norts report that nature has... After a period of chaos that saw the death of men, the survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the... But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is...
for you. For us. This makes no sense.
You don't understand. It's old.
Perhaps I've seen death.
My father's the political battle.
I have been
to send the old one,
and this new one.
The immortal.
He himself is the incarnation of the...
All you have to do is to bind yourself here. Come.
Sweet.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links. Some of their Donegada were even invited, and with their help, it slowly became a land, and for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of those who bravely fought at Dorhat Genadu was, after all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into... Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place, watching his back, as Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spear. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she's... Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes, despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the import, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the her friendship with Renaigse helped Deirdre to... She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with... Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learned, and in so doing, they restored balance between the... Following the investigations revealing the horrifying, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council. The public revelations of St. Matthias's life led to the Ordo Luminis was dismantled, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue, aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise. Then they welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them. Under Sieglinde's control, the Guard returned to the honorable despite the negative influence of some shady...
Constantine!